Hey, Penrod. Hey, woo, Penrod. Hey, buddy, your food's right there. There you are. So they're calling for a cold front to come in tonight. It's gonna start raining this afternoon, and then as night comes it's gonna turn into snow. So it's supposed to drop into the low 30s, below freezing. So I need to get prepped for that. I'm not worried about my animals. Rabbits, 30 degrees. That's, you know, that's still warm for them. The pigs, yeah, I'm just. They got plenty of straw inside their pig glue to get underneath. I might maybe throw another clump in there for them. But I've got a lot of plants that have come back, especially things that I've always wanted on my farm, like asparagus. I've got grapes that are coming back. I've got blackberries. I'm not really worried about the blackberries. Blackberries are pretty hardy plants. And they haven't budded or anything, so they're just still leaves. So I'm pretty sure the blackberries are gonna be just fine. But what I'm worried about is my asparagus. I've got this one. Sorry about the cage. I know the cage looks kind of silly, but I let the chickens and the geese out, so I put this cage here so they don't come in here and destroy my asparagus, because I've only got 3 left. I planted asparagus seeds here last year accidentally, and then they grew, so I'm trying to keep it alive. I tried to grow asparagus from seeds inside in those containers, but for like a month nothing happened, so I just kind of dumped the dirt out into in this area last year, and then another month later it sprouted. So now I'm trying to keep it alive, and the chickens have come in here before I knew it was growing back and kind of destroyed it. So now I've got 3 left. I had like 5, so I've got 3 left, and then they're doing good. Sorry, hopefully the camera doesn't focus on the cage. Yeah, this one has grown great, so it's about to do its thing and fur out and make the roots stronger. So I'm really loving that one. And then I've got one little one here and another little one growing right there. A couple more shoots are coming out, so like I said, I'm trying to keep this to grow because I would love to have another patch of asparagus here. I'm not really worried about any of this stuff. That's just green onion that I've that I bought from the store. That I just, you know, when you cut the roots off, I just stick it in the ground and it just comes back. That's just the bottom of an onion I cut off the root part, and and I just buried it and it's growing back. I'm not sure if I'm gonna get a whole onion out of it, but I still like to collect these and use it for cooking. That's fun to have. I'm not worried about the rosemary. They're pretty cold hardy. So is my thyme and cilantro. That survived through the whole winter, so I'm not worried about them at all. But they were underneath, you know, a couple inches of ice, snow and ice during the winter, and they're still doing good, and you know, there's still more of it still popping up everywhere. So I'm not worried about most of it. Those are my chives, and they survived the winter. They're doing good. And let me show you my asparagus. It's incredible how well my asparagus, the one that I planted last year, that has come back. It's coming back strong. Look at how well it has grown. And it's doing great. Taking on just a little longer than I expected. If you saw my video about, I don't know, 3 or 4 videos ago, I think. I planted a bunch of more asparagus. I bought a bunch from Tractor Supply. I planted about, I would say about 20 of them. And so far, I only see one growing. So I just want to show you the one little plant that's growing back. That's growing so far. So I'm happy to see that one of my actual asparagus root clumps that I bought is actually growing. It just lets me know that it wasn't a complete failure. I think the leaf cover over this is gonna be just fine, but I'm gonna end up stretching the black plastic back over it anyways. But I'm gonna do that later on this afternoon. I'm gonna just let the plants enjoy the nice warm day we're gonna have, and then later on I'm gonna cover everything up. But I need to make something to cover my asparagus. So the plant's like, you know, a little below my chest. I don't have anything to really cover that up with, and I wouldn't know how to cover that up. So I'm just gonna kind of make like a teepee and staple plastic to it and cover it up tonight. The rest of the small stuff on the ground, like the asparagus that's sprouting out, I'm just gonna throw a bucket over that. So I also have my grapes have come back and they're starting to really grow, and those are going to be hard to cover up because they're, you know, they're vines. Except for this one, of course. This one's still short. This one was as tall as those over there, as these ones. But that one the geese got and destroyed at the very end of the season, and I'm happy to see that it's made it back and survived the winter and it's growing. So this one I'm gonna be able to just throw a bucket over because it's nice and short, but this one I'm gonna have to figure something out. Also with this one, it's starting to bud out, and that one's gonna be hard to protect also. I'm not really sure how I'm gonna be able to do this, but I'll figure it out. I have no idea about strawberries, but I'm just gonna throw some plastic over that too. I'm pretty sure they're gonna be pretty hardy. They were also buried under a couple inches of snow and ice, and they survived. Actually, no, the leaves stayed green all winter long, so I guess it didn't really die off like how I've seen other strawberries die off in the winter. Hopefully it doesn't rain too early in the afternoon, and I'm gonna be able to come out here before sunset and then just start covering everything up. So just wanted to gather some sticks to create those little teepees. I'm not going out and buying lumber because the lumber prices are stupid right now. I'm gonna go and just do what I normally do, just go get some sticks out of the woods. This is the perfect spot to gather straight sticks. As you can see, I have power lines that go through this spot right here. This is not my property, but they come in here every once in a while and they just kind of mow everything down. So they're gonna cut all this down anyways soon, which just kind of sucks because there's tons of wild blackberries here. My kids love eating all the wild blackberries here. So, but a bunch of poplars growing out here, and they are one of the straightest trees that grow straight up here. So I'm gonna harvest some. Make a teepee, you know, basically a 3-stick teepee to cover that's big enough to cover the plants, and then I'm just gonna staple up the plastic on each side, and that's it. All right, I'm back. Work's over. Day's nice and bright, nice warm day. I can't believe it's gonna snow tonight. So the sticks are still sitting there, so I gotta build this thing. You get the idea, right? Plastic on top of the plant. Voila. Alright, I'm not gonna win any beauty contest with this, but if it does the job, keeping my plants alive, that's all I needed to do.
Dad, is today going to snow?
Oh, that's kind of the idea right there. It looks a little funky, but it'll do the job of keeping the plants, warmer tonight, and hopefully it survives the cold. Yeah, I know. Like I said, it's not winning any beauty contest. All right, so I gotta make one more for the other asparagus, and then I gotta make that one way taller and way bigger. Whew. All right, so that's covered that up. Well, so it's ugly.
What about the small?
But I'm just hoping it's gonna work. I'm gonna uncover it, of course. Hopefully I don't forget to cover it up. I won't. I'll do my best. Hopefully this will work. Got my fingers crossed. It would really suck if the asparagus were dead in the morning. For the blueberries, I think I'm just gonna get just a big piece of plastic and just kind of wrap it. Hopefully that, and put the cage on top, and I'll keep the plastic from blowing away. All right, the sun is down.
Hi.
Sun is behind the trees.
Hi.
She wants to say hi. So I'm gonna start covering things up now. So I was a little worried about covering things too early with the sun still out. I didn't want it to be too hot. and kill the plant. So now the sun's behind the clouds. I think the rain clouds are starting to come in, so I'm gonna start covering things up. Alright, now go to the next one now.
Why are you doing it now?
Alright, so that one's covered. There's the mint. Alright, so I planted 2 raspberry plants. I don't think this one's alive, but I planted it a week ago and nothing has grown. So I'm not gonna give up on it yet. So I'm just gonna boop. This one's got things growing, so I know this one's alive, so cover that one up. Yeah, I'm hoping this doesn't kill the plants. I don't think so. It's like I said, it's starting to cool down right now, so I think this is gonna be fine. It builds up a little heat in there, and hopefully that this will keep the plants alive. And I hope this doesn't kill the plant. That's what happened last night. Ugh. So it's 11 o'clock now and it's starting to melt real quick. So it's not quite as warm as I want it to be, but let me show you. I already started kind of opening up certain things. The asparagus have made it through the cold. So 2 asparagus right there. The young ones are alive, and the little one way down there is still alive. This one is doing just fine. Yeah, so it looks like it got a little bit of frostbite. It doesn't look too bad. I don't know if all that is, it doesn't feel soft, so that's good. Okay, this one looks fine. I'm gonna leave it uncovered for a little bit. Dang it, and look what I forgot to do. I forgot to cover the strawberries last night. This asparagus survived, and like I said, my ugly teepee cover has worked. I'm glad to see everything survive, so yeah. Alright, well, this is Growing Little Country Homestead. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.